See. Hey, what's up?
Hello, sister. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How do you say your name?
Nahabka.
Nahabka. Where are you from?
Yes, ma'am. I'm from West Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA.
Okay. And what's the origin of your name?
It's Nawapian. It means yoker of the spirit.
Nice. All right. All right. So you want to talk about the subject?
Okay. My queen, first and foremost, I want to thank you for inviting me onto this live. But I want you to
No
bear with
problem.
me. I want you to bear with me because I'm very nervous. It's my first time ever doing this. I'm old
Nobody's
school
watching.
and what's that?
Nobody is watching.
I see myself and I look kind of goofy.
No, you don't. So go ahead. Okay, we'll take it slow. So what's up with you?
Okay. I do not hate black women in the least little bit, but I have to call it as I see it. There's a huge disconnect between us and our sisters. Okay.
Why is that? What disconnect you're talking about?
For one, it seems like it's a little harder for us to communicate. Okay. There was a point in time when, you know, a black man's opinions, ideas, okay, or even leadership qualities actually meant something. It's
Mhm.
it's not being as respected as it used to be. Okay, I can't make a simple constructive criticism to a sister without getting a lot of backlash, and a lot of it will be negative. Okay, here in America, I see a lot of our sisters wearing fake hair and fake fingernails, and me personally, I find that no, kind of annoying. Okay, it's a turnoff. Okay, and I
Mm-hmm.
have a couple female friends that I've actually said, listen, why don't you take that wig out off? Take that weave out.
Okay.
Okay. I want to see your natural hair. I want to see what you really look like. Okay. And it's just the same negative reaction. Some would respond even hostile and say, listen, you're not my father. Don't tell me what I can and can't wear. This is a free country. I'm an independent black woman. I do what I want to do. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, after hearing that for years and years at a time from many different sisters and different personalities, it can get tiring. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm going to veer off on other races. Okay, yes, as a man, I do see beauty in other races of women. Okay, but however, there is no women on earth or in the universe or the multiverse or the omniverse more beautiful than black women. They are number one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm number one as a black man. We are descendants of kings, queens, gods, and goddesses. You can't get any better than that. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it just gets tiring with dealing with, you know, the change that a lot of our sisters have evolved into. And I'm not saying it's all them. A lot of it has to do with us, a lot of the decisions we made, okay, but largely a part of what the white man has done to us. Okay, I hate to point fingers, but I got to call it as I see it. Okay, he's done more harm by turning us against each other more than he did from whipping us and hanging us.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm just saying, I love my sisters, but I don't like where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and but I still feel that there's room for improvement. All it takes is communication. All it takes is for one person to talk and the other to listen. Okay, a lot of sisters don't know just how much that means to us just to listen. Please give give a brother an open mic for 5 minutes. Give me
Mm-hmm.
your ears for 5 minutes. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but please just hear me out. We take enough heat from everyone else on the planet Earth. You all we got. We built the pyramids with you, with your love and support. Okay. We marched down Selma and took hoses shot on us and dogs sicked on us and cops beating us up with your love and support standing beside us. We put a black man in space with your love and support beside us. We put a black man in the White House with you beside us. You can't give up on us right now.
Mm-hmm.
Something's got to give. Okay. There's no respect. There's no communication. And Shahrazad Ali said it best in her book, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman, that she made 30 years ago. And she took a lot of heat for that. And that ain't right.
I mean, but you talk about a lot that, like, kind of like how you're talking is that the Black women is at fault. You don't think that Black women can have the same conversation about Black men?
She's been having the same conversation about it for the past 50 years.
So do you think that Black men are actually treating Black women with respect, and where the women would actually start respecting Black men too?
I think there's a widespread of a lot of brothers that's treating sisters with respect that's being overlooked. Because what you got to understand is that a lot of us brothers were raised by single mothers. Mm-hmm. So we have feminine in us. Okay. Matriarchy is not strange to us. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're the only race of men on the planet Earth that would die for our women. We're the only men on the planet Earth that actually listen to our women. What our women's words say means something to us. So it hurts me. It hurts me to the core of my soul to hear a Black woman say, I don't need you. I'm independent. What? Are you serious?
Hey, I hear you. I do want a man that's gonna lead me, but nowadays it's a lot of men that cannot lead, and then it's hard for a woman to just submit.
Nothing's hard. Nothing's hard. And if anything that's worth obtaining is worth the hard work.
I hear you.
Okay, something's got to give. Somebody's got to come to the peace table because excuses ain't going to do it. Okay, mm-hmm. Sisters pointing fingers at brothers and brothers are pointing back. Okay, between all this finger pointing, when is the peace going to start and the fighting stops?
Yeah.
So I'm saying if we're willing to set our pride aside, which we've been doing for the past 50 years, we just decide now, okay, with social media and brothers, standing up and saying, you know what, enough of this shit. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's this, that, and the third, because by the end of the day, this is what you sisters say y'all want anyway. Y'all want us men to be men. Y'all want us to be leaders. Okay, well, for the men who are leaders, stop giving them pushback. Okay, stop giving them back talk. Stop being so disagreeable. Okay, stop shutting them down when they make a constructive criticism. Because oftentimes when they tell you some things that you don't want to hear, it's not to tear you down, but it's to inform you. Mm-hmm. It could be something you're completely unaware of. Okay, it could be something that could save your life or just save you from yourself. Okay, keep in mind that despite the color of our skin, we're still men. And as men, we are logical. We are right brain. That's how we are. We think on logic. Women think on feelings. Okay, so it's natural to get occasional butting of heads at times. But we've been together for millions and billions of years. We learn to work through it. But why all of a sudden now it's become a serious issue? And it's scaring me. Okay, all this talk of swirling and all that other bullshit. Come on now, Black is beautiful.
It is. But hey, somebody's gonna have to do it, and I don't know who is gonna be that person, who is gonna start the process, because it's pretty bad right now. So
it doesn't have to end bad. But I thank you for inviting me.
No problem. You
Thank
did
you for
you
letting
did
me
really
vent.
good. You see, you were nervous. You did really good. You expressed what you wanted to express, and the comments, everybody is like, "Yeah, big facts." Like people agree with you, and I agree too. I want a man to be a man, and I mean, it's just sometimes even for me, it's hard to let them be, you know. So, but I do want to follow someone that I feel like is gonna lead me the proper way. And
You know
and
what?
and a lot of men do not know how to lead the proper way. They talk crazy. They don't let me express myself. You know, it's a bunch of that too. So it's not just one way. The women don't want to be led. It's just sometimes the men don't know what they're doing.
Another thing that helps too is by sisters being completely upfront with us, okay, about everything.
Mm,
This is what I've experienced in dating. Okay. I, now, contrary to now I remember you mentioning to one of the brothers, you suggested that he should give online dating a try. I've done that. Okay, and I
mhm,
personally find that a little easier, but it has its bumps in the roads too. Okay, I've met sisters, I read their profiles, all of them. Okay, and some of them, their profiles are very elaborate. They're clear in what they want.
mhm.
They seem decisive. So I'm like, cool. All right. So I'll talk to her. We'll talk on the phone. Seem things seems good. But when we meet in person, everything changes. My
And
thing is,
yeah, that's when you gotta run. Like I don't even have an explanation for that. If they want to play game, if they, and if that's not your cup of tea, you gotta go.
right, but
But the
see, some
problem with
sisters
men
feel
is
different.
that they usually just deal with it because they just want to have sex with these women. So they're gonna take the bullshit that they're putting them through just to get to the goal. And that's the problem. Because again, if more men were like, I'm not dealing with your bullshit, women would change. And same for the men, you know?
Right, but honesty can go both ways, and you'd be surprised. No, the outcome by telling a person, "Listen, I thought you was what I was looking for on the profile, but I don't think you're my type. I'm sorry to waste your time, but good luck in your
Yeah,
search." It would sting a bit, but I would respect her for saying that rather than wasting all my damn time. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. But that's where we are. Like you just gotta hope you meet the person that's gonna be honest with you and tell you like it is.
It's a rolling of the dice, but it can be fun at times.
Exactly. Exactly. And you're willing to play the game. That's the problem.
Peace and love, my queen.
No problem. Thank you for joining.